Andrew here guys, welcome back to Drew Tutorial, and in this video I'm going to show you how to add power-ups to your Trello board. Now you might be wondering, what are power-ups? Now these power-ups are also known as other tools that you can simply integrate with Trello to, let's say, simply take your work and your collaboration to a whole new level. And let me show you how to add it and an example of how you can use it. So once you're inside your Trello board, you want to click the three dots on the board on the upper right hand side here next to share, and you'll have power ups, right? You click on that and you will see that here you have a ton of different applications. These are the featured ones, and you can simply go through and find others, right? Here you also have enabled, so you'll find the ones that are currently enabled and so forth, right? So let me go ahead and show you some of the featured ones here. So here, if I scroll on, you can find a ton of them, and if you want to add one, you can simply click and add. There are some already integrated already, and you just need to configure them. So you have Gmail here, you can just simply configure it, right? So I'm going to choose, for example, Google Drive, and I want to add Google Drive to my Trello board. So I can simply click and add, and you will see right now that it's added. Now I can simply go ahead and click on settings, and here I can go ahead and I can say edit power up settings, and I can click on that, and here I can link my Google Drive. So here, depending on what you choose, you just need to select and configure it. So I'm going to simply choose the email address right here, click on continue, and yeah, I'm going to basically allow everything. So here you can see that there are things allowed, and here is crucial, right? It says see, edit, create, or even delete. So I'm going to select that as well. So depending on the power ups or the integration or tools that you're selected, you want to go ahead and give it some permissions there. Now here I have the Google Drive selected already, and it's already configured, right? So that's good for me. Now if I go under enabled again, you will see that I have Google Drive there. So as I said, whenever you enabled, or let's say add any one of those tools or power ups or whatever collaboration tools, from here you'll find them under your enables, right? And you can always go back and click on settings, and you can, let's say, remove it or disable it. It's really up to you. Now you might be wondering, okay, once I add that, how can I use it, right? So this is the important part, and I'm going to show you how to basically use those power ups shortly here. So once you add those power ups, guys, and you want to use them, if you look towards the upper right hand side, you have something called power ups. You can click on that and you will see what you have, right? You're also able to find that you have Google Drive here, right? So I'm going to show you a typical example how you can use this. So bear with me for a moment. So let's say you are going to add a new card, right? So, and this is where the power ups come in so handy, because you can do a lot while you're inside a specific card. Now I have this test card here. I'm going to move it here so I don't have to create a new one. But if you want to add a card, you can simply go ahead and click whatever, and I can call this one test 2 1. You get the idea. Add a card. So let's say I'm going to open up one of these cards, right, to work on it. And here you can fill in whatever description you want and so forth. Now if you look towards the right hand side, you have a ton of different things that you can do. And here you'll have this section called power ups, and this is where you'll find those different kind of power ups integration that you have done. So in my case, I just added Google Drive here, and I'm just gonna simply click on Google Drive, and yeah, I can go ahead and I can just create an attach, or I can attach a file, or I can attach a folder. Now I don't have anything there really, but you will get the idea. So if I click and attach a file, I can click on this, and you will see that it opens up Google Drive here. Now here I can go to my folder, I can go to share, all of these good stuff I can do. So that's how easy it is. So if you have file and so forth in your Google Drive, you'll be able to easily find this. And I'm gonna quickly do one so that you can see how it works. So what I'm gonna do, let me just back out a bit. Let me go to Google Drive here real quick, guys, because I want to show you the full thing so that you can understand how it works. Here's Drive, and I'm gonna go inside the Google Drive, and let's say I go to my drive, and I'm gonna go ahead and create a folder here. So let me create a new folder here, and I'm gonna call this one test, right, as an example. So new folder created here. Open up this one, and let me go to my computer here. So let me go to downloads real quick, and I'm gonna find a picture or something. So let me just take this picture here, drag it here, and it's going to quickly upload. So that's it. So you see I have a folder created, and inside that folder there is an image, right? Now let's go back to Trello. Now here you can see I'm in the Trello. Again, you want to find those power ups on the left hand side. So let's say I want to attach that image from the Google Drive. I simply click on the Google Drive, No, it says attach file or folder, whatever. I can go ahead and choose whichever option. So no, I really want to attach the file. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. If that was a Word file or whatever it might be, then you will see that I can easily attach that. No, this is the file. It also shows the folder that it's coming from, and I can select that, and I can simply click on select, and you see right there, look guys, it adds that as a link here, but it also attaches it right within the Google Drive, right? So it's easy, very easy and very simple. And here towards that, it shows how you can connect Google Drive. So I can simply click on that, and you will see that I can go ahead and open it directly here, and I can see what's there. So it's very easy to basically enhance Trello by adding power ups. This is just one example of one of those tools that I've, let's say, connected or linked towards Trello, and you have a ton of different power-ups that you can always add. You can easily add power-ups from here as well. So let's say you find something that you want to add, or you realize, hey, I need to add something else. Let me basically find something else that I can add. I can click on add power-ups. It takes you back here, and you can find a ton of different ones that you can do. So I'm going to add something else randomly. So let's say I want to add readme. Click on that, and you basically, there's readme. I can just leave whatever it is and click on save. So here I can just simply go ahead and click on settings, and I can go ahead and I can edit the power up settings here. As you can see, it says readme configuration, write your readme mark, whatever, right? I can simply write test. I'm gonna go ahead and type test here, test or whatever, or testing. You get the idea. Right here, it gives something. It says show readme button on the board. You can always go ahead and do it. Let me go ahead and make it much better. So I'm gonna say, for example, write our notes. Maybe notes gonna be better, right? So type notes, and you have some few options here. So I said, depending on where you actually want to use it, or it is designed to use, you can easily go ahead and use those power ups, right? So here it shows something. I can say always, or members, or only to non-members, or whatever. You can choose the features that you want, right? So I can say pop-up readme when board is loaded, something like that. I can do it like that. So let's save this, and I have this actually, let's say, set up. Now here you can see, if I close this, and I don't know, let me go ahead and go to boards, for example, and I open up this board, you will see that it pops up because that's what I enable it, and I can put the notes there, and I can basically have that. So you have these things readily available to you based on what kind of pop-ups you are using, or based on whatever power-ups you're choosing, and you'll easily have them available. So here you can see this one opens up right at the top, while for example the Google Drive, you can easily access this right inside here. So you easily have these options. And remember, as I said, you can always find your power ups. When you basically open up power ups, you have them on the left hand side of under enabled, and you can easily enable or disable one. So that's it guys, very easy and very simple how you can basically use power ups. And I recommend that you read about these power ups and test them out and see the ones that you want to use, and identify where they're located and where in Trello you can use them, because there are so many different power ups or applications or tools that you can use to enhance your experience within Trello. And so it's very important for you to know what these tools are, where you can use them, how you can use them to get the most out of Trello. Here you have it guys. I really hope you found value within this video, and if you do, don't forget to take a moment to give this video a like and hit that subscribe button so that you'll never miss out when I release future videos just like this one. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.